Aloha my friends, welcome back to my channel. So the ears are on, so you know that we're doing a Disney video today. And today's video is going to be focused on Disney World's Animal Kingdom Park. My specific experience, which was at the time I was 20 weeks pregnant with twins, and we had our 7-month-old infant with us. So when we were preparing for the trip, I had been looking for videos on being pregnant with an infant, and I usually found pregnant or people with infants, and that was it. So I wanted to kind of combine the experience. So if you're in the same boat, you can, apply my experience to your planning. I will say, however, that the tips and tricks that you learn in this video are not only specific to people who are pregnant or people who are traveling with an infant by any means, because I'll pop in, I just ramble and go off on tangents, so you can kind of expect it all. So in this video, I have a little bit of a vlog style happening. I had recorded a little bit while we were in the parks better than I did at other parks. However, this was a very short trip, which I'll explain why. So there's not too much like vlogging content really. So this is kind of going to be between me talking and having like a voiceover over some clips that I got and a couple of vlog moments. So it's just all over the place. This is just my life right now, okay? So just accept me for who I am as a human, okay? Before I get into everything, I just wanted to first say that if you missed it, we previously filmed a Disney World tips and tricks for just like overall on the entire trip and a haul. And then we also recorded a Magic Kingdom experience, like my day at Magic Kingdom. So if you haven't watched those videos, feel free to go back. If you have watched those videos, I may repeat a little bit only because I don't know if somebody's coming in and seeing this for the very first time, and I don't want anything to get missed, those things that I consider to be priority information that I want to provide to you guys. So any hoodles, let's jump right in. So first, before I get into anything else, my number one tip and trick, and again, this is a repeat from previous, but I really want to drill it home to anybody, no matter what your situation is going to Disney World, is to have the right attitude before you go in. Disney World is incredibly overwhelming. I truly believe if you stayed there 30 days, you still would have a lot of things that you couldn't get done because it's huge. Animal Kingdom, that we're focusing on today, is huge. It would be so hard, especially if you only have like a 5-day park pass, to get everything done. So go into it with the expectation of these are my priorities, these are the things that I want to accomplish. Anything else is just icing on the cake, and just focus on making memories. Don't focus on accomplishing a task list. I know people sit there and say, I spent thousands of dollars on this trip, I'm going to experience everything. But you're not going to enjoy your trip if you're focused on accomplishing a bunch of tasks, running around, sweating, going crazy, fighting with your family because you guys are all like beefing over how to get to where and all that stuff. Just try to take it at a relaxed pace as much as you can. And of course, being pregnant with twins and with an infant in tow, it's even more important. So just what we did was we were just like, whatever we can accomplish, and that's great. I will say that of all of the parks, Animal Kingdom was probably my least favorite day. And if I had to go back, I probably would have just 86'd going to Animal Kingdom during this trip, which is hilarious because Animal Kingdom is probably my favorite park at Disney World. Might be tied with like Epcot, but Animal Kingdom is one of my favorite parks. So it was hard for me to even think about not going, but once I go through what you can do and what you can't do, I think you guys will understand why. So that segues into the rides and attractions that are considered suitable during pregnancy. So I did this the last time in the Magic Kingdom video, just going to take you through the list real quick of what they consider suitable and what is not suitable. However, as I mentioned in the last video, make sure to check with your doctor because you may have different limitations. This is just for your average pregnancy, but everybody's pregnancy is different, so double check with your doctor. And obviously with yourself, because you want to make sure that you're doing what you're comfortable doing. So these are the attractions and rides that are suitable during pregnancy. First of all, any of the animal viewing trails are suitable. Festival of the Lion King, which is a show. Up, a great bird adventure. also a show. Finding Nemo the musical, a show. It's Tough to Be a Bug 3D is another show. It's like kind of like a movie type show. Navi River Journey in Pandora, and that one's actually a ride. Any of the live entertainment, so if you've never been to Animal Kingdom before, probably one of the reasons why it's my favorite is when you're walking through any of the lands in Pandora. In Animal Kingdom, there's live performers everywhere and they're phenomenal. So any of those can be experienced. Rivers of Light nighttime show. I honestly don't know if that's running right now, but that would be suitable. The train ride to the conservation station and Triceratops spin. So those are all the things that are suitable during pregnancy. The ones that are not suitable during pregnancy are Avatar Flight of Passage, Expedition Everest, Dinosaur, Kali River Rapids, and Kilimanjaro Safari. So Kilimanjaro Safari broke my heart because I wasn't even thinking about not being able to take that. So I was like, that was our main reason for going to Animal Kingdom. And then I don't know why, like the day before, I was like, I should probably double check on what we can and can't do. And when I saw the safari was on the list of what is not suitable, oh, my heart just broke because I was so pumped for that. But it's okay. We'll have another trip in the future. The reason why safari is not acceptable or suitable during pregnancy is because it's a very bumpy situation. There's like bridges and stuff like that, so it's not very stable. So that's why they don't recommend it during pregnancy. So those are all of the rides and attractions that are suitable or not suitable during pregnancy. So as you can tell, the bulk of the like highlighted attractions and rides at Animal Kingdom are not suitable during pregnancy. The other thing is the ones that are suitable during pregnancy, like the animal viewing trails and even the conservation station, all of those require a heavy amount of walking. And I was 20 weeks pregnant with twins, and it was the middle of August in Disney World, so the last thing I wanted to do was a lot of walking. So even though they're suitable during pregnancy, it doesn't mean they're comfortable during pregnancy. So I wasn't stoked about that. So like I said, if it were up to me and I could go back, I would probably just 86 going to Animal Kingdom. However, if you're in a stage of pregnancy or just the type of person that is incredibly active and totally fine walking in humidity and all that, maybe you live in Florida already, maybe it would be fine with you, but for me, it was just way too much. I couldn't take it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and pop in a little vlog that I did at the first place that we stopped. So we ended up not eating breakfast before going to Animal Kingdom because I was thinking, oh, there's probably plenty of really cool unique breakfast foods, because that's one of my favorite parts about Animal Kingdom is the food selection is very exotic. There's a lot of different options. They have regular meals too for picky eaters, but they do have like a wider range of things if you want to really get out of your comfort zone. So I was excited to try some different breakfast things, but once we got to the park, we realized that there's only like 2 options for breakfast. So we ended up just going and getting barbecue because it was starting to get like a little closer to lunch. So we were like, whatever, they open soon, we'll just grab it. So I would recommend before heading to Animal Kingdom that you grab yourself some breakfast or look up menus ahead of time to make sure that the location of the restaurant is gonna work with your plan. So I'm gonna pop in that clip here. Hello friends, reporting to you live from Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom of all of the parks is probably the one we'll be able to accomplish the least in because I can't even do the safaris because it's too bumpy. I was gonna have John take Ollie on the safari. Our 7-month-old is Oliver. However, he's just really not at the stage where like, I feel like he would, I don't know, be interested in that for 30 something minutes, and I'm worried that John has to take him on alone and then he's gonna be fussy. He would be more interested in the people sitting on the safari bus than like the animals that are going around. So I just don't think it's worth like John spending 30 minutes of his life and me sitting in a restaurant or something for 30 minutes. So instead today we're just gonna eat. We're gonna probably try to do the Rafiki's Planet Watch, and we will probably try to get on Navi River Journey. Everything else here I pretty much can't do except for like, I can do the treks and stuff, but I honestly don't feel like walking that much with my swollen ankles. So, but it's still gonna be a great experience. We're gonna eat a lot, we're gonna see the things, and I'm gonna take you through what we end up doing as a family with a 7-month-old and a pregnant Pregosaurus wife All right, first up, we went to Flame Tree Barbecue and we got some food. Number one tip, every time you get food, ask for some water with it. John got the pulled pork mac and cheese. It's topped with some onion rings. We got extra onion rings on the side. And then I got a smoked barbecue chicken salad. So let me just say, the food at Flame Tree Barbecue, which I hope that's what it's called. Maybe it's Flamin' Tree Barbecue, but you get the idea. The food was phenomenal. This was like among the best quick service meals we had while we were in Disney World. I had gotten just a salad, but it was really, really good. And then John got like a pulled pork mac and cheese situation, and the macaroni and cheese was out of this world. Like, it was so, so good. It was just perfect, fast, easy food, and it was just like elevated. Like, it wasn't like your standard, you know, cheeseburger and chicken tenders. It was just like a little bit elevated, and it was just so good. So directly after we grabbed some food, we headed over to Rafiki's Planet Watch, which is the train that you take over to the conservation station. This is something that we've never done in the past, because usually when John and I are, you know, just us as a couple, no kids, we generally are just like hitting up all the highlight items like Expedition Everest, Flight of Passage, all that stuff. So we've never taken the time to do this, but we've always been intrigued by it. So what this is you jump on a little train. It takes you over to a conservation station, which is very educational. So if you have children that are like more, you know, like 3 and up, I'd say, not that babies can't go, but it's just if you had children that you want to get some education in while you're at Animal Kingdom, this would be perfect. They have a bunch of little educational displays throughout that just have information about all sorts of things like flora, fauna, and then they also have a viewing area where when the vets are working on animals throughout the day, they set up and you can actually watch them interacting with the animals, which is really cool. And then they also have like a nutrition area. Then outside, there's like a little petting zoo. And at the petting zoo, there's like goats and pigs and I don't know what else was there. That was really cool. However, even though you get to take the train over to the conservation station, the walk from the train station to the conservation station and then around like the area around the petting zoo and stuff, it got to be a lot because Animal Kingdom was super, super hot. So although it was awesome, it was not something that I enjoyed that much just because it was a lot on me to have to do all of that walking. But if I was there not pregnant and I had like an infant or a toddler or a child with me, that would have been really cool. And I really did enjoy the petting zoo aspect. Like, I thought that was so fun because I'm obsessed with goats and there was goats there. So next up, we went over to a food location, and so I'll insert a clip here. We just stopped at Tamu Tamu in Africa to grab basically a Dole Whip that comes with strawberry. It's called the Simba Sunrise. And John got the King's Cooler, which is the Simba Sunrise, but has Malibu rum in it because he's on vacation. Why not? Boom. And this was a total of $18.09 for both of them. Okay, so besides Rafiki Planet Watch, the only thing we decided we were going to partake in on this day was the Navi River Journey. And the reason is because we could have done any of the shows and things like that, but I was still concerned with sitting in close proximity to other people with Oliver only being 7 months. And don't come for me about that. It's just my comfort level wasn't there. So we decided not to partake in any of the shows. So the only other thing we were planning to do was Navi River Journey, which is located in Pandora. So we decided after getting our little snack, we wanted to head over to Tiffin's to grab some lunch. But once we got over to Tiffin's and we looked at the menu, we realized that we're not classy enough for the menu at Tiffin's. It was very elevated. It was like $55 and up per plate. And it was a lot of food. And John and I, when we're on Disney World vacations, we're the type that we just do small meals or small snacks even, and we share a lot of food. I don't like to just like eat heavily while we're there because it's just, I don't know, it's just not an enjoyable experience for us. So directly next to Tiffin's is a Nomad Lounge. And at the Nomad Lounge, they have some of Tiffin's offerings, but they don't, it's not as fancy, I guess you could say, and it's more of just like a lounge area, so it's a little bit more relaxed. So we stopped into the Nomad Lounge and we got just a couple appetizers. They have like this phenomenal churro dish that is just churros, and it comes with like 2 sauces. So I'll pop in a clip of that. Okay, we are at the Nomad Lounge. I got John the DeLong's Delight and myself the Balinese Breeze. This is basically the same drink. This is just the non-alcoholic version. It's kind of like a berry iced tea, and then John's has like rum and tangerine liquor or something. We got the churro, which has a coffee cream and a caramel sauce. And then we got the bread service, which has a variety of breads, and then there's like a chutney, some type of like Greek yogurt sauce, and then, what was the other one? A hummus, a red pepper hummus. So there's lunch. Okay, so after that, we hopped on Navi River Journey. So I have some videos of that. Navi River Journey is really, really cool. If there's like a really long wait, I don't know that if it's super necessary, but obviously for us, we wanted to do it. And so we actually purchased Genie Plus at Animal Kingdom before I realized that we were going to be able to accomplish absolutely nothing. So we literally just got Genie Plus only for Navi River Journey. So it is what it is. But we did a Navi River Journey for like the afternoon. So we popped over to Navi River Journey, did that ride, which is just like such an immersive, beautiful experience. It's a dark ride, but there's such beautiful like vivid coloring throughout the ride, and the animatronic towards the end is just unbelievable. So we just had a great time doing that. And then we stopped and we grabbed a couple of pictures as a family. And then we stopped into, I can't remember the name of the place, but we stopped at a restaurant that serves cheeseburger pods, which basically tastes like a Big Mac inside a bao bun. And then it comes with like house-made potato chips. So that was really delicious. And then we popped over and I got a pineapple lumpia, and John got this special like dragon beer or something it was called. It was like a green beer. The lumpia was not as great as I thought it was gonna be. It was pretty messy, so it wasn't like all that good. So that was it for us at Animal Kingdom. We just finished up at Navi River Journey and then headed out. Stopped and I think we took a couple more pictures, but that was pretty much it. We couldn't really do much at Animal Kingdom, but I wasn't upset because we were there for maybe like 3 or 4 hours. We got some really good food. We got to just hang out with Oliver, just kind of chill as a family. So it was a nice day. It's just, I don't think if you're trying to like check things off your list, if Animal Kingdom really would be a good choice. So after Animal Kingdom, we just went back to our hotel, showered, relaxed a little bit, and then we ended up having dinner that night at the Grand Floridian Cafe, which was in the resort we were staying at. We were staying at the Grand Floridian. So I think that's pretty much it. I just, like I said, wanted to walk you guys through what our experience was that day at Animal Kingdom. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below and I'll be happy to answer them. Also, if you want to view like our trip, like play-by-play, if you go to my Instagram, which is at Kate508, be sure to give me a follow. I have like a little highlight bubble that's Walt Disney World, so it says WDW, and then there's like either 3 or 4 of them. So you can kind of see our play-by-play for our trip right on my Instagram. We should have another couple videos coming out, so I have obviously Epcot and Hollywood Studios left to talk about. I may even talk about our resort hopping experience in like Disney Springs, because on this trip we did a lot of hopping around resorts for food as well as going to Disney Springs. So that might be a cool video, just popping in the different places we ate and our review of the food. If you want to see anything else though, feel free to let me know. And other than that, you'll be seeing my usual, which is like grocery hauls, Trader Joe's hauls, some recipes, and then of course, book reviews. I love doing book reviews. So I appreciate you guys again, and you have a wonderful day. Thanks so much. Bye.